Hey, all you winners and losers, I'm Dale Rodman Jr., the third, and this is Slow to Pro, the video series where I go from slow to, well, it's been well over a year now. I'm still slow, but I'm having more fun than ever. Today, we got a short one with the people from Zealous Racing League here at Oulton Park. Only 15 of these dorks showed up. It's time for the green flag. And because of that lack of participation, we're starting off in P13. And basically, any result today is going to be a great result, points-wise. So yeah, we're looking at P15 or better. It's going to be one of our best results this season for sure. And we've got the 99 car on our left here, sweeping up, taking the position back to regain their starting position. Got an orange Mercedes off the circuit here. Got to watch out for that. That compromises our line. I thought the Honda behind me, being that they're a much faster driver than I am, I thought they were going to come right up alongside here at the start, but they didn't. And here's where we lose the 99 car to a connection error, so we're down to 14 drivers now, and one trapped in the tire trap there. That's going to put us up into P10. And a quick shout out to David, my main man. Thank you so much. As I wrote this, we were at 199, but surely we're over 200 now, and it's all thanks to you, Dave. I appreciate you. And I think this is a good spot to dive into how I process things, being that I'm a slower driver, and right now the person that's on my tail is within spitting distance of becoming an alien. He's on his path toward ascension, if you will. But I take this same approach to pretty much anybody that's closing the gap on me quickly. I'm gonna ignore them until they're in the actual radar that pops up on your screen in front of you, and once they start making the move, I'm gonna give them the room. You know, like this. That's how, I was just giving them room. That wasn't a mistake. I was letting them. So after rejoining, the Mercedes passes us, puts us down into P12, which is still up one from where we started. Not a bad first lap, but let's go ahead now and skip to when things get a little spicy. Nobody ever accused me of learning from my mistakes. Here we go, same mistake twice in one race. Gonna go ahead and lose 3 positions due to that one though, and that's gonna put us down to P14, which is effectively last because the 99 car is now rejoined, which puts the grid back up to 15, but they're down several laps at this point, so effectively P14 is last place as we come across the line to start lap number 3. We're right on the tail of this Aston Martin, who's right on the tail of this Ferrari, who's right on the tail of that Mercedes, so we got ourselves a bit of a battle going here. And as we come through turn 2, the Ferrari's gonna maybe bottom out or something, but what a save. Barely even lost any speed from that little maneuver. Tom Cruise is fucking somewhere smiling. But let's go ahead and skip ahead just a little bit now. The Aston Martin has a bit of a moment, goes off into the dirt, and then loses it back into the wall. Ooh, almost hit us there. So that little nugget's gonna give us P13, but let's go ahead and skip ahead now to the 5th lap. We got a Mercedes losing control off onto the left here, and then the Ferrari losing control out of the carousel into the dirt. That's 2 more positions. That's going to put us into P9 because someone else went off circuit and someone else decided to clear one of their 2 mandatory pit stops already. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Only about 30 seconds into the future, in fact, somebody knocked out one of the boards there, or whatever excuse I can make to screw this turn up for a 3rd time in just a matter of 5 attempts at it. So after our little rejoin of shame here, we are back down into P11. It's time to skip ahead to the next bit of action. Coming through the chicane on lap number 9, we're going to get a much better exit than this Mercedes here, and we're going to go ahead and get the outside line here, and it seems like they're going to let off the throttle a little bit and just wisely make the decision to let that position go in an effort to survive for the remainder of the race, because we've still got 56 minutes to go. So let's go ahead and skip to the next bit of action. Here we are on the 16th lap, had a yellow flag in front of us. I see this Ferrari and I decided, ooh, let's be careful, and we're able to narrowly avoid contact there. I think they did the right thing by yielding the position there, and that's going to put us up into P9 as we come through turn 4. We've got another Ferrari off on the right here in the tire trap. That's going to give us P8, and it's time to skip to the next bit of action. Here we are on lap number 28. After having served our 2nd mandatory pit stop, we came out in P9. But this gentleman had a little bit more pace, the 717 of Ferrari. But if we skip ahead again, it's not the last we're going to see of that Ferrari. The Mercedes has a moment in the grass and decides that since he hasn't finished his pit stops, he's going to go ahead and let me through as well. Hats off to him. And then I'm going to get side by side with this here Ferrari. and I'm gonna try to make it go around the outside, and then we're both gonna have a moment unrelated to one another, but also related to what basically we didn't touch, is what I'm trying to say. We're just two synchronized spinners off in the grass trying to reach for glory. The Ferrari has a much easier time rejoining the circuit, and then just to add insult to injury, Porsche comes around us and is gonna slap us in the face and stick us down into P9. But if we skip ahead, it's only for a little while. The turn that keeps getting me finally gets someone else. And it's gonna put us back up into P8 for the moment. Let's go ahead and skip ahead, kind of rapid fire now. We went into the pits, or rather, we were forced into the pits because of a drive-through penalty for track limits. Came out in P10, skip ahead now, we find this little fellow coming back onto the circuit. That puts us into P9. Right up until this little number, we have a little moment, a little spin. We decide to mow the grass a little bit, and that Ferrari's gonna come sweeping right back by us, put us back down into P10 for the moment. Let's skip ahead again. Here we are with 2.5 minutes to go on the 41st lap, headed through the chicane, and it's just as simple as getting a much better exit, headed into this straight here, and we're able to get alongside. And the Ferrari does the smart thing, I think, again, and lets out of the throttle, but I still leave some room just in case, you never know. That's gonna give us P9 and skip ahead. That is where we cross the line, and that's gonna jump us up into 17th in the championship, thanks to the lack of participation, with 3 rounds remaining in the calendar. For today's action, that's it. Next video will be from Watkins Glen with Low Fuel Motorsport, hopefully later this week. And then next week, I'll have the highlights from my race at Nürburgring, the Zealous Racing League. As always, thanks for watching Slow to Pro. I'm Dale Robin Jr. the third. You guys have the kind of day you want to have.